an unambiguous conclusion, the prosecution will be able to present a version of what happened, while at the same time continuing forensic measurements. We have received no official version from any country, neither Russia nor Azerbaijan, while constructing a version and leaning into it would be impossible and irresponsible.
At 10:53, 8:53 Moscow time, the Rostov flight director informed the Aktau Tower flight director that an oxygen cylinder had exploded in the passenger cabin of the aircraft. Passengers were losing consciousness and requested resuscitation upon arrival.
He also added that all emergency services were ready to receive the aircraft and arrived quickly at the scene to evacuate those passengers who survived in the plane crash. We've also heard from the Deputy Healthcare Minister, who said that 9 Russian citizens have been transported to Moscow for treatment, as well as 14 Azerbaijani. They were also transported to their homeland for further treatment. We've also heard from the Deputy Prime Minister, who stated that neither of the sides provided official information on what actually happened and why, on the reasons behind the plane crash.
And a Russian surface-to-air missile or the air defense system was responsible for the downing of the plane. But according to a number of statements from Kazakh officials, they suggest that the investigation will be important moving forward, that the prosecutor's office will be taking into account every and all scenarios and whatever those hypotheses may be.
3 of them are from Azerbaijan and 3 are from Kyrgyzstan. And we actually heard from the relatives of those who are being treated. Let's listen to them.
I heard that there was a plane crash, and then they called me and said that my brother and his wife were on that plane. We just managed to get here from Azerbaijan to the hospital. There isn't any news yet. It is unknown whether they are alive or not. I do not know if they are here at all or if they are already in the morgue. We hope that everything will be fine and that they are alive.
I came here to see my cousin, but I didn't find him here. Doctors said they had sent him to the morgue. I live in Astrakhan myself. My relatives called me and told me about the disaster. I came here thinking that I would find my brother alive.
The second black box was discovered in the later hours of Thursday, and we understand that the separate black boxes are, of course, done so to protect the telemetry data of the tools as well as the avionics on board the flight, which essentially gives us a better understanding of what went wrong with the aircraft. And a second black box, which also provides us a better understanding of what went down in the cockpit as the aircraft was descending before it crashed in the Kazakh city of Aktau. And this is important moving forward because as soon as the second black box was discovered and identified, the Kazakh officials, of course, got in touch with the Brazilian aircraft company Abrar and essentially put together a task force that will be working together with the Kazakh authorities, particularly in the forensic investigation and the allegations that are being put forth by many Western media outlets. They're going to be able to get together, assess the damages first and foremost, but also take into consideration the black boxes, the data that's stored in there, decipher everything before they can provide us with a better understanding of what really went on.
I believe there would have been very few survivors. At high speeds, when an aircraft strikes the water, it disintegrates almost immediately. Therefore, in this respect, the pilots sacrificed their lives to save most of the passengers. The crew acted very professionally, and I believe they did everything they could to get the plane to Aktau Airport. Moreover, they were highly experienced pilots. However, the issue is related to the fact that the investigation is not carried out in order to identify who is guilty, but rather to determine the causes.